Good morning. Let's start again. Repetition is the mother of skill. One thing to note, however, is that repetition helps develop skill, and you can repeat a bad habit if you keep repeating. It solidifies. So it depends on what you do. So meditation here actually have, maybe you can call it dual purpose. Yes, one is to develop a good habit and the other one is not to encourage the bad habit. Say you have a habit of smoking or something which you want to quit. So that's the habit you have developed. It may have taken years to develop that habit. So it's a cumulative process you went to reinforce your habit. So laws of nature may be to get away from that habit, to be healthy, so the lung functions well, and everything else can come with it, the oxygen intake, whatever. So how do you get out of the habit? That's an example that when you reach out to pick up tobacco, whatever, there's that habit playing the game. But if you notice that you want, but when you want, if there's another signal, oh, I'm reaching out for tobacco or whatever, any habit. And when you notice it, if you're determined to get rid of that habit, so if there's a will, there's a way, and you have to have a will and dedicated effort. And let's call that dedicated effort is meditation, doing nothing, no thinking, no thinking of tobacco, anything. No thinking, no mind, no self. So there's something about the nature's way to have our body healthy, because that's how nature manufactured us, brought us on this earth, because that made sense for the nature to do that. So I think it's a miracle that we are born on this earth. So that miracle power, what do you think? Would it want us to be healthy, to live well? We don't know that, but you can assume that there's a reason the laws of nature had the lung, and the nature may figure out tobacco is ruining your lung. Breathing becomes difficult. I don't know what exactly is. So nature would try to heal. I think that's what happens. But you have a habit developed already, so you ignore that. But when you are in samadhi, this nature's way may take over to self-organize itself. Because it's not just lung, other organs of body may be suffering by the lack of oxygen or something else. So as we cut the finger, but if you leave it alone, if it's not the deep one, nature has a way of organizing, self-organizing the area to figure out how to fix it. But if you keep scratching, it doesn't help. But that's what we can do if we have a habit. So nature will tell us it's hurting, so don't do anything. So there's a signal and healing process taking place. And it, as much as that could be the case for tobacco in this case, or anything we do, delusion is suffering. You hit your head over on the wall, banging over and over, because you get cornered and can't do anything. So the nature has a sign that you better do something different. It's not the joking matter, because Some people may kill themselves. And you know what? I'll give you one more story and then I'll be quiet. There's a story by Daisetsu who said, and I posted this on the YouTube somewhere, that when you commit suicide, let's say jump off from the cliff or something, he is very much convinced that when the guy or girl jump off, at that moment, he didn't say it this way, but his mind is clear all of a sudden, like in samadhi, no more thinking. It's done. And he'll start to fall, and then at that moment, he may realize what a mistake he has to go against the way of nature. He didn't say it that way. He said something like he would regret at the last moment. We feel pain, we ignore it, stomach hurt, we keep doing things, repeating, or the lung hurt, or the kidney, whatever, because we are insensitive, not listen to heart or the nature. Against the health of body, our ego, our thinking will put us into the wrong direction. I think that's a wrong direction because we are self-occupied with the ego or the logic we constructed and the habit we developed, and just do that way. I spoke enough. But the bottom line is there may be no guarantee, but in the state of samadhi, of leaving the wound alone and heal on its own by the way of nature, it may work, unless it's too late. So I think being wise is to be like that. Don't go where you may die. For that, we need to be sensitive and let the things happen, wisdom to be brought up. And we want to experience that so that the new habit can be developed. That's the habit of no habit, of using brain. And let go, accept. Accept everything as it is. So if our breathing is natural, we may notice. If not natural, so being able to listen to heart, or in this case, observing the natural breathing or not, you may realize something important. I'll just tell you one more thing. I tried to breathe naturally, but I couldn't. You may try it and see what happens. But when you try it, your mind is functioning, so the breathing is influenced by your thinking. The more you try, you cannot do that. So there's a paradoxical relationship of the mind trying to do something, and it doesn't work. So eventually you find a way to not use your mind, but that simple thing may take time. So isn't it funny that just sitting is not easy, right? Well, let's see. So in meditation, you may sit comfortably, but if you do a long time, it may not be comfortable. You can stop anytime. I'll keep doing this. I'll just say one thing. It could be like a bird in the cage story I shared somewhere, perhaps on my channel. The door is open. Stop by and join anytime you want. I'm not saying you are the bird in the cage and this is open, so you can fly out, come if you want. Let's keep it that way. You can join a little bit, you can do more or less. It's all up to you. Nature may be telling something, but you may choose something different or along with the way of nature. Thank you for joining. You have a